Hi everyone, it's the uranium update now. Today is 16th of April. This is the Cameco, the major one, the biggest uranium producer, and it touched a new high, touched that golden resistance, but so far it hasn't really broken it. And we are inside the very large red potential uptrend. And inside that one, the blue one, we had broken the green resistance or triangle and we rallied to new highs. Now it really has to break that golden major resistance and keep on going while it stays inside the blue uptrend. If it breaks the blue uptrend, the blue bottom band, then the red one will be the next potential support. Or if it basically comes down all the way to the golden bottom band, something like this, and then rally to break out. So this could become a bull flag when and if it gets to that golden bottom band. This is URNJ, the junior miners. It had broken the blue support, back tested it so many times. So far, it hasn't really pushed on and break it. The green resistance is being breached too many times, so we can remove that one. To have a clear picture, we have, the red bull flag that was broken, but I think we have this golden uptrend that is coming our way. So if it comes down to the golden bottom band at some point, obviously it would be a new low below the low of March. So it would be a much larger pullback before it rallies. Do we also have a kind of a bull flag formation here? I think we do. So the green bottom band and top band, if they're aligned, so this is a little bit of an education here, right? The top band started there. And if we look at it here, that's a perfect bull flag. 1, 2, 3 touches on the top band and 2 touches on its bottom band. So if it comes down to the golden plus green, actually the junior miners, the URNJ, would become a double support buying opportunity, and the level would be around 22 if it gets there. If it doesn't, and if it goes on and breaks it already, anytime it breaks that green top band, it becomes another buy signal, obviously. A bit more expensive compared to the other option, but it still would be a buy signal. This is URNM, uranium miners, the larger one. I don't know what's inside this ETF, quite honestly. You can check out. The blue uptrend or a potential uptrend is forming. We also have this red kind of sideways. We had broken out of this large green and the smaller inside red bull flags back in June, August time, and we got to new highs. But then it started weeks or months long actually, because this whole thing started in February. We are already in April, so this is just it looks like a pullback to me. It is a very brief correction. So to me, there is no real reason to panic or something. This is energy fuels. It had broken out of the blue bull flag. It formed the green bull flag, but then it failed to break it to the upside. So we will have to see what comes next. I think it may touch that red and blue supports, which would be around 5.2, 5.25. And then from there, maybe it's going to start to rally big time. So it's kind of like it's a parallel to the real blue one actually. So I'm going to remove the green one here, right? And if we do it like this, it's kind of a, oops, sorry. That's it. So this here is kind of a double-decker bull flag, okay? So if it comes to this level and then rallies, so the back test on the blue plus red, and then rallies, and that 525 would be a buy signal there. UEC, Uranium Energy Corporation, is inside the blue uptrend, but the larger one is the golden one, of course. That started back in, like, this is the end of COVID. We rallied the golden top band, golden bottom band. We broke that red resistance and the green one, and it's been climbing, and the blue uptrend has formed since the lows of last May. So it has been a year, well, 1st of May, almost a year since the blue uptrend has started to form. The recent action was the Red Bull flag. It's still inside the blue uptrend, but if without breaking that blue bottom band, it really has to get to the green and break it to the upside. Otherwise, there is a danger for breaking that blue bottom band and start to at least come down to this green bottom band. So this green channel is also a bull flag, as you can see. And let me zoom in a little bit. You can see here that green channel. The red one was broken. The green top band, 3 touches, 2 touches on the bottom band. So I'm hoping that without breaking the blue uptrend, we will break it to the upside. DNN, this is Denison Mines, and it couldn't break that red, very fresh resistance. It touched a new all-time high, or a new high. I'm not sure if it's a new all-time high. I'm not looking at the very, very long-term charts here because then the video is going to get too long. I'm only looking at the very short-term one here. So is it going to get all the way to the green bottom band to start the next rally? Maybe it's better to say, yeah, of course, it's not a new all-time high. All-time highs were, well, 14. We are at 2. So Denison Mines, I think it's inside the golden uptrend. And once that red resistance breaks, this is a weekly chart, of course, the blue bull flag was broken. I think if that the red one breaks, then we may expect a big upside. Is it going to touch that green bottom band? Maybe it will. If it does, then, and if it holds, then maybe that rally will break that red resistance, and we're going to see it move beyond 2.4. Elevate. It was looking really good just this week. Okay, and the reason is quite clear. That blue major resistance had been broken, right? And it's also parallel to the red bull flag right there. So you can see this is a bull flag, and the blue major resistance has been broken. This is the high of 2008, so a very nice breakout. But so far, it's kind of failing to push and rally beyond that golden resistance, and it's been touching that the green support and the red one. So the red one is a bull flag's back test, so it's at a very critical level. If it starts a push here and clears that golden, then there is going to be big upside for Elevate. PDN, Paladin, is the best one. You can see it doesn't even care about the current pullback. It's been ripping pretty good since the break out of initially the red downtrend was broken. Yeah, that was back in 2020, actually. After the COVID, we rallied and break out of the red downtrend. And from 1.5, it got to 15, so 10 times. But then, that was the beginning of 21 all the way to 23. We had this golden bull flag, which was broken, and since then it's been pushing. And I reckon the obvious target, if we see it as an uptrend, this green top band, which is going to be a new all-time high. Very long shot, but by the way it looks, if the entire market turns around and starts to rally, I think Paladin is going to lead the pack. AEC, Enfield Energy, from Toronto Exchange, had also broken out of the blue bull flag. It had broken out of the red bull flag. So far, no real push. It's a penny stock. Okay, so got to be careful here. It is one of the worst ones during the entire move down. It lost from 43 all the way to 4 cents. So that's basically, it's almost, they were almost going bust. But you never know. They may come back. Maybe you want to have a look at how the companies, like, I leave it to you to the fundamentals, to look into the fundamentals. But from the way it looks, and you can see the volume here, that's a massive volume, like an all-time high volume at these prices. So there is a chance that AEC is going to be rallying. This is Lotus Resources, LOT, from Australia, and the golden uptrend is holding, and the red bull flag was broken. This is similar to the Paladin. There is very little pullback, and the obvious target is the golden top band above 3. And we are at 40 cents, so huge upside, really. DYL, okay, it's a bit tricky, this one, and the reason is quite clear. It hasn't really broken that green resistance zone and the blue top band. So the blue top band, if it can clear the red resistance zone, I think there is a chance for it to break that blue top band, which is a bear flag. Breaking to the upside would be extremely bullish, obviously. GXU, GoVX, had broken the green bull flag, but then it fell back below it, fell back inside it. Another penny stock. Is it going to bounce off the blue support if it gets there? And if it starts to rally, it may still target that blue top band. BMN, also from Australia, Bannerman, one of my holdings, and the reason is quite clear. The blue sideways channel was broken back in 2021. And then it broke out of the golden downtrend and back tested it 5 times. That is technical, purely technical. Back test 5 times. Then we broke that red resistance. Then we broke out of this little golden bull flag. Well, not so little. It's also a multi-year bull flag. And then it rallied. The blue resistance was also broken. I think on the short term, you'll be able to see it a bit better. Yeah, this golden bull flag was broken, and it's still holding like a bull flag breakout. We haven't really gotten to a new all-time high. It tried to break this black resistance, 1, 2, 3. This is a fakie. So it fell back below it. But either way, I think BMN is a very, very good play, uranium play. And ultimately, I think it's going to break that green resistance and go higher. My fear would be that it comes down to touch that golden plus green, which would be way down. It's 3.6 at the moment, and that would be 245 if it ultimately gets there. But 245, and then still a rally is possible. Mega Uranium, also one of my favorites, it's a little bit tongue in the cheek right now. Why? Because the golden mega sideways channel was broken, but then it broke back in, and the blue bull flag that was broken got back tested. So it's still outside of this broken bull flag. But it really has to start to see, we need to start seeing some serious bull upside from here without breaking back into the blue bull flag. Anything below 34 cents, that's Canadian dollar, would look not so good. Okay, so just to make a case here, WUC, Western Uranium. The recent high touched that red top band, the red bottom band. This is a textbook bull flag formation. And obviously, ultimately, I mean, if it touched that blue bottom band, it may rally. It doesn't have to touch that blue bottom band. Anytime it breaks that red top band, that would be at, well, 240, 240, 250. Then it would be a superbly bullish action. Okay, the break of this green resistance was obviously bullish, but we still have to break out of the red bull flag. This is Lightbridge, one of the worst uranium plays out there. There is no rally whatsoever, no downtrend breakout. So this company is not doing well. I wouldn't touch it. Just maybe, only maybe, as a very speculative play at some point if it can break this red top band and start to rally. FCU, the fission uranium, is looking very good, and the green resistance was broken and back tested. So now the blue bull flag is broken, and as you can see, it's a very little pullback over the last few weeks. Now the red channel, I think, is forming. Yeah, as long as it stays above this blue support, blue resistance, blue support, broken resistance. This is a bull flag. There is so much more upside, all the way to, well, 7, 8, you name it, depending on how fast it gets there. The current price is at 1.9 cents. Eura is the old, global ex-uranium ETF. Since then, there are other ETFs formed. The red resistance was broken. The golden top band is a potential resistance. We are not there yet. The blue downtrend is a slow P breakout, but so far it still has broken out of the blue downtrend. So, but because it doesn't have the 2007 highs, no data, because I think that's where it formed, I can't be sure about this blue downtrend's breakout. ISO, okay, is a very clear bull flag formation, red top band. Actually, this marked the correction, the start of the correction back in February. The green internal support is holding. I'm hoping that it's not going to get to the green bottom band and break it. So this here in itself is a bear flag kind of thing, and the red channel is a very large bull flag. This is the high of 2021. Okay. And we still have a really, like a nice run since COVID. And if ISO can break that red top band ultimately, anything above 550 would be a buy signal, really. This is next gen. Next gen is also looking better than others. And the reason is that red sideways channel was broken and back tested. And the green channel is still intact. And as long as this red, as long as it doesn't come too much into the red channel, there is possibility for it to get to the green top band and even break it to the upside once the uranium mega bull resumes the run. I'm going to have a look at this here. Wow, look at that. And that's, wow. I just noticed this one, guys. So this is what technical analysis can do. Right, it doesn't get any better than this, I believe, right? So this is why if it can break that blue top band, this is the low of 2014-15. This is COVID low. This is the high of 17 and high of 21, 22, I think. And if it can break this uptrend to the upside, so any move above 940, 950 would start a mega run. So next gen, get ready for a major breakout. This is hopeful. Yeah, the break of the red bull flag is very positive. But if it can break that blue top band, that's going to look even better. This is Sprott physical uranium. It's off the golden broken resistance, and it's still holding above that broken resistance. So I'm thinking maybe we still have more upside all the way to the red top band ultimately. Do we have a sideways action that was broken? I haven't looked the long term on this one. That's my mistake. Or maybe I did and I couldn't see anything. But yeah, I think I did, and I couldn't see much on this one. That's why I didn't plot it on the chart. Yeah, not really. So yeah, now I remember. There was this blue bottom band right there, right? Three touch support, but the top band didn't really become a resistance. But I think we are inside this red uptrend, which means there is more upside coming up. This is Encore Energy, EU, and it really has to break that golden resistance zone right there. It touched a high, but I mean, it's out of the green bull flag, which is obviously bullish. But if it can bounce off the golden bottom band, which is a potential channel to the upside, if it touches the golden bottom band and starts to rally, then it can break this zone and then opens the way for much higher prices. YCA, Yellow Cake from London, it is inside the blue uptrend and it's correcting at the moment. But once this correction is over, I think there's going to be more upside for YCA. Euro is the biggest disappointment for me. I mean, it broke out of the golden bull flag and it broke that red resistance, back tested it so many times, even now back testing it. I was hoping that it was not going to come down for the third and fourth backtest. That's why it's disappointing. But either way, if this whole thing, like if it touches this green bottom band, there may be a huge rally coming our way. Because of the broken bull flag, the golden one, we still target a new high above the start of the bull flag. That's the minimum requirement of a bull flag breakout. So your energy, it had bounced off the green support. This is COVID, half break, green resistance, golden resistance, and its back test. Then we broke the red, green resistance and the red bull flag. So I think there is going to be a really good push all the way to the black top band and possibly all the way to 6. So the red channel is a bull flag, and I think there is a good chance that we're going to see a big rally starting. And I just saw this one now. Let's put this in blue. Once this is the high of 2011, right? 2021, 2024, or 23, 24 February. That's a 3-touch confirmed resistance, and if we break it, your energy is going to start a big rally. That should be the minimum requirement, okay? And last one is ASPI. ASPI doesn't look good to me, and the reason is, at least for the short term, the golden support has just been broken, which means we will have at least a touch on the green plus blue, like this blue support. You can see it was back tested here. Now it's going to back test again at 2.7, 2.65, and then from there maybe some more upside. And of course the green bottom end is way down. I don't think it's going to get there right away, but it could become something like this. So very, very speculative, I can't say. But it showed very big relative strength over the last couple of, while the uranium market was rallying, it showed relative strength, and since March, it's been correcting. Okay, it started the correction much later, but yeah, it's now started the correction, and the golden support is broken. And that means, there's going to be a little bit more downside, and then from there, I'm expecting, again, this is a strong uptrend. I don't think that strong uptrend is going to dissipate just like that. That's it, guys. I hope it helps. And I'm going to make maybe next month another video to cover what's happening in the uranium. All right, guys, take care. Keep in touch. Bye.